To be really sharp on this question, you have to be pretty good with the anatomy of a quadratic. What we mean by that is a quadratic is in the format of ax squared plus bx plus c. And you need to know what each of these things represents. C is your y-intercept. A is your opening direction and your vertical stretch. And B is responsible for your lateral movement. In other words, if there's no term with a plane x next to it, then your parabola is always going to be centered on the y-axis. So the question is asking us, what is the height from which this object was kicked? If you imagine that this has a minus at the front, it opens downward. And this right here is our y-intercept. So this thing is hitting at y equals 9, and it's opening downward. So it looks something like that. Now, we didn't draw the other side because this part right here in this situation is kind of imaginary. What we mean is if this is the height with respect to the time in seconds, that means that the left side of this XY axis is the place where you have negative time, where the X values are negative. And if I just think about grabbing a ball and kicking it, I'm never really thinking about negative time. It's ridiculous in that situation. So this is the moment where the ball is first kicked, then it reaches its vertex, and then it comes down and it has its x-intercept. We're being asked where was it kicked from, and that's the y-intercept, and that's the number 9 because we know that that's the y-intercept. So our answer here is D.